How's it going, guys? My name is Ishaan, and in this video we're going to be breaking down the technical analysis and price target for Tilray stock. But before I do jump into the technicals, there are a few things I want to mention. The first is I want to make sure that you guys are all being smart with your trades. I know a lot of people went all in on GME, now they're going all in on Tilray, and that's something you never want to do. Please don't be putting your life savings and everything you have into a stock. That is not smart trading. So make sure you're being smart with your trading. The second thing is that if you want to learn technical analysis, be sure to check out the Gen Z Trader Academy link down below because it can really help elevate your trading. In fact, I just uploaded only a couple hours ago a live day trading video where I made $100 on Tilray today, day trading using technical analysis. So technical analysis can really help elevate your trading. That being said, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's get to it. Alright, so jumping into the technicals for Tilray stock, we can see right away that the stock found resistance around the $65 level, and if we actually go all the way back to the 5-year chart, we can see that's actually a level where it had previous support. Right over here, if I zoom in, we can see the stock had support around the $65 level. So essentially, Tilray turned that previous level of support into resistance, and that's pretty bearish. Now going back to the 1 month 30-minute chart, we can see the stock has found somewhat of a support right here around $30, $31. And it kind of makes sense. Why? Because if you take a look, the stock was getting initial resistance right over here. We can see the top of these candles is right where the stock is finding support now. Another big thing you'll notice is that the stock gapped up from 30 all the way up to 35 right over here. And so what happened today was that the stock filled that gap. And that's just classic technicals. Stocks love to fill their gaps, as we see right over here when the stock gapped up from 43 all the way to 57. Now what happened? The stock dropped back down and it filled that gap. So stocks love to fill their gaps, and it's just classic technicals. Now the key thing to note is that if it can hold that support level and hold this gap as support, that will be a super bullish sign. So if the stock can continue to hold this $30 level and we can get a bounce higher, that will be bullish and show that the stock turned this previous level of resistance into support. Now, a couple other things that are also looking bullish include the MACD and the RSI. As we can see, the MACD has reversed. The MACD bars have reversed and are starting to go up, which is a bullish sign that shows that the stock, which is oversold, is now starting to bounce. Same with the RSI. We were at a peak of almost 80, 90, and now we've dropped close to 20. However, what is still looking pretty bearish is the fact that the selling volume is still quite high. As we can see, the selling volume is much higher than the buying volume, indicating that sellers are still in control and are still able to continue to cause the stock to drop. In fact, we can see that the stock attempted to bottom right over here today. In fact, today, if you take a look right here at 35, let me zoom in a little more, you can see that the stock tried to bounce at 35 where it had support right over here, but what ended up happening is we broke right through that. In fact, if I actually go to the 1-day chart, we can see exactly what happened. The stock broke through that $35 level, and look what happened. Every time it tried to push back up, and it turned that support into resistance. I in fact made a new lesson on the Gen Z Trader Academy stressing how important these kind of trends are, because by turning that previous level of support into resistance, it shows that institutions and sellers stepped up massively in efforts to keep the stock down and keep it trending lower. So as for my price target on the stock, if we end up breaking $30, I could see the stock heading all the way back down to about 25. That's where it had some sort of support right around here, right here. It had support right here at 25. So 25 is probably the next level of support that this stock would see if it ended up breaking 30. However, if we do get a bounce and we do see buyers begin to step back up, the first level of resistance will be right here at 35. But if we can break 35, my price target will be right here at 44, because as we can see, 44 is where the stock had previous levels of resistance. It pushed up right here, resistance, resistance, resistance. So 44 would be my price target if we can manage to break 35. I don't really think the stock will make all-time highs without a major catalyst and massive buyers stepping up. But with that being said, I think 44 is definitely in play if we can get over 35 and see buyers begin to step up. But again, remember that if the stock breaks 30, this will be heading to 25 and maybe even lower. So with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, subscribe and check out the Gen Z Trader Academy if you want to take your technical analysis to the next level and support the channel as well. Call that basically everything that happened with GameStop using just simple technicals. So be sure to check out the Gen Z Trader Academy and let me know whether you're buying Tilray stock and what you're doing with it. With that being said, take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.